Okay, here's a question for you. What does a massive cricket match, a multi-billion-dollar budget, and the future of the internet all have in common? Sounds like a riddle, right? Well, it's not, because on one single weekend in February 2026, these three completely separate worlds are all set to collide. Let's break down this incredible moment in time.
First up, you've got this massive sporting showdown. And I don't just mean a game. We're talking about the kind of event that brings entire countries to a dead stop with hundreds of millions of people completely glued to their screens.
But at the exact same time, far away from all the cheering and the roar of the crowd, a nation is busy shaping its own future. Billions and billions of dollars are on the line as budgets are passed and economic roadmaps for the next decade are drawn up. And then there's this third thing happening kind of in the background, in the digital shadows. A story that, honestly, affects every single one of us. The fundamental rules of the internet are being totally rewritten, a change that's going to redefine how we all live our lives online.
So, a cricket game, a government budget, and new tech laws. It all feels completely random, like they're from different universes, right? Well, it turns out they're not just connected, they are on a direct collision course. And we're going to show you how.
Okay, let's kick things off with the main event, the 2026 T20 World Cup, co-hosted by India and Sri Lanka. On February 15th, all eyes are on one match, and one match only. We're talking the legendary, always intense showdown, India versus Pakistan.
And hey, this is no ordinary game. Just look at these standings. As of February 13th, both teams are undefeated, sitting right there at the top of the group. This isn't just about bragging rights. This is a battle for dominance. The pressure is just unreal. But you know what? The real drama isn't even on the pitch. While you've got the players trying to talk about sportsmanship, this match is just simmering with political tension. A boycott threat from Pakistan was only just called off, and security in the city of Colombo is so high that police are calling it very special.
And this quote right here from Pakistan's captain, Salman Ali Agha, wow, it just says everything. He was asked about a simple pre-match handshake, and his super cautious answer, well, it speaks volumes. You can literally feel the political weight on these players' shoulders.
All right, so let's zoom out from the stadium for a second. Because while the entire cricket world is holding its breath, the host nation, India, it has a country to run.
On the exact same weekend as this massive match, the Indian state of Andhra Pradesh unveiled its annual budget. We're talking 3.32 lakh crore rupees. That's over 40 billion US dollars. It's just a wild reminder that while the world watches a game, the real machinery of a nation is always turning.
And this right here, this is where things start getting really interesting. On February 14th, the government also greenlit a massive $1.2 billion fund aimed specifically at tech startups. The message could not be louder or clearer. India is betting its future on tech. Which, you guessed it, brings us to the final and maybe the most crucial piece of this whole puzzle. Okay, so let's talk about the ghost in the machine, the invisible force that's actually shaping this whole weekend, technology and the government's brand new plan to get a handle on it. On February 10th, India pushed out a game-changing update to its national IT rules. To fight back against what the Prime Minister himself has called a crisis, the government did something really important. They gave AI-generated content, or deepfakes, an official legal name, Synthetically Generated Information, or SGI. For the first time, this stuff has a specific legal identity, which means now you can actually regulate it. And here is the real kicker, the speed. Just look at this timeline. Platforms used to have 36 hours to take down harmful content after a legal order. Now, they have just 3. For user complaints, it went from 24 hours down to 2. The government is basically shouting from the rooftops, the days of slow walking this stuff are over.
So what this does is put all the responsibility right on the shoulders of the platforms themselves. They now have to use automated tools to block illegal stuff, they have to slap a clear label on all AI content, and they even have to make users declare if what they're uploading is AI generated. They've essentially been made the new sheriffs of the internet, and that's a fundamental shift in how things are governed.
And here we go. This is it. This is the moment where our 3 stories, the cricket match, the national agenda, and these new digital rules all come crashing together.
So you're probably thinking, okay, but how does some boring IT rule actually affect a cricket match? Well, in a politically charged tinderbox like this one, a deepfake stops being a funny meme and becomes a potential weapon. And it is frighteningly simple to imagine.
Picture a fake video of a star player making some inflammatory comment dropping just hours before the match, or a doctored clip of a riot in the stands that goes viral on WhatsApp. In this kind of environment, a single convincing deepfake could trigger a real-world crisis in minutes.
And that is exactly why that new takedown rule is so critical. During a live, high-stakes event, 36 hours is an eternity. The game's over, the damage is done. But 3 hours? Okay, now you have a fighting chance to stop a digital fire before it turns into a real one.
So when you put it all together, what can we really learn from this one incredible weekend in February 2026? What's the big takeaway here?
It means these different worlds have completely merged. A cricket match is no longer just a game. It's a battleground for national pride, for politics, and now for digital warfare. What happens on the field can be manipulated by somebody with an AI app, and the only defense is a brand new law written in a government office miles away.
And this leaves us with what might be the defining question of our time. As AI keeps blurring the line between what's real and what's fake, and as governments and tech companies battle for control over information, who do we trust to tell us what's real? In this new game, the rules are still being written.